Since we're alone again here in the greenhouse, I'm going to take off my mask. Today I want to talk to you about blooming plants. And of course, outdoors we get a lot of opportunity to grow flowers or enjoy flowers as we go around town or walk through the neighborhood or even out in Mother Nature. But this time of the year, everything that blooms is coming inside except chrysanthemums. Now, they're still in bloom, but with the cold weather we've had lately and the onset of weather here in autumn, we're going to lose those soon enough. So now it's all about what you can grow inside. So there are many options for blooming plants indoors, and they include some things that can be quite productive. Here we have Cassandra, an unusual outdoor plant that becomes a great house plant for this time of the year. Gorgeous, delicate blooms, very, very attractive and unusual, but not all that common. Here we have Begonia and an opportunity for Mandavia, and this is a Mandavia that is a tropical kind of plant, grows in Hawaii and places like that. And it is brought indoors. It is a vining plant. So you can see here we've got bamboo stakes, and there are 3 of them in the container holding this plant up, but it can be transplanted up. And we keep this in bloom as we do Stephanotis and some other climbing plants all during the winter here in our greenhouse. Here's an African violet. These are plants. My mom was a big African violet fan and grew a lot of them. Beautiful plant, but they require a special kind of care. The leaves are very fuzzy, so as a result we don't want to get water on the leaves. We get a little tiny watering can with a little tube feeder on it, and you can water from the top, or here you see we have a plastic dish, and you actually put water in the dish and water from the bottom. Likewise, the cyclamen, a plant that naturally blooms this time of the year, quite attractive, but also gets water from the bottom. Here is Begonia, and these are wonderful plants both outdoors and indoors, and here is a beautiful example of great flowering on a variety of Begonia. Another is Orchid, and of course we see these available during all times of the year. They are an epiphyte. Epiphytes grow on trees, so they don't grow in soil. It's important you keep that soil moist and mist these except for the violet during the course of the year. Albuteron is another one that's an outdoor plant, but can easily be brought indoors at this time of the year. Beautiful, lovely, delicate bloom on it. Here we've got Christmas cactus, and like the cyclamen, these bloom at this time of the year, therefore the name. But as a cactus, this is a tropical cactus, not a dryland or desert cactus. So there are cacti that are both cool, humid, rich soil varietals, and other species that are dryland. This one requires good moisture and beautiful blooms. And of course, there are bromeliads. None of these down here are currently in bloom, but they are also epiphytes, like an orchid that grows on a tree in moss and obtains much of its moisture from the air. We water these in the cup of the foliage and not in the soil itself. So there are many other varieties. You could have brought a geranium in from outside, bringing a mum indoors, bougainvillea vine like this Mandavia. A lot of options for keeping attractive blooms in the house for the full winter season. Until the next time, we wish you happy gardening.